What's up? It's your boy Brian Majors, the owner of Major Preparation, where the motto is putting in major work for major results, and that pertains to all parts of life. Major prep, major key alert. Our special guest today is a man who has been a very impactful and influential person in my life. A person who has not only led by his words, but especially through his actions. A man who took me under his wing when I was about 7th and 8th grade, and never left my side since. This special guest is a man named Chris Handles Franklin, a man who is, again, a very impactful person in the community, and a person who just does so much from his heart and blesses so many people through his own gift that he had found throughout his own life. So again, without no further ado, I'd like to present you guys to a man of a lot of wisdom, a lot of guidance, and a lot of positive direction. My big bro, Chris Handles Franklin.
All right. That's what's up. Thanks for having me.
No problem. The major prep, major key alerts is to dialogue, communicate, and kind of just dive into different people's philosophies about their major keys to be successful in life.
Mm-hmm.
So on your journey, well, first, before we even go talk about your journey, can you just speak to the people just about who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about what you do?
Chris Franklin from here, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Living my dream of being a Harlem Globetrotter. I wanted to be a Harlem Globetrotter since I was 6 years old. And I'm actually living a dream. I'm actually doing that. I'm doing that for a living. So I've been doing that for about 10 years now.
Can you think of, or can you give the people a variety of different keys, major keys that have been impactful to your life and that you have basically lived by throughout your life's process so far?
Definitely. First and foremost, I would say educate yourself. It's important to educate yourself and get your education. I play professional basketball for a living, but I have a bachelor's and master's degree in social work with a concentration in community organization. So if my basketball career wouldn't have went through, I still had several degrees to fall back on and several avenues to pursue. So one thing I say is educate yourself. And when I say educate yourself, it doesn't even have to be formally. You know, the way we have the internet nowadays, you don't even have to leave your house or go to the library. You have a wealth of knowledge that you can educate yourself on anything. You can get a degree in your home, basically. You can learn about whatever you like to do. So if I like housing, I can read up on housing. If I want to be a doctor, I can literally read up on how to be a doctor or what principles or classes you could take to be a doctor right on the internet. So I would say educate yourself. Every day I try to read a new book or read something new. I'm always trying to learn more. So I say number one is get your education and educate yourself.
Wow. What is the next step?
Second, I would say believe in yourself or believe in your dreams. Believe that your dreams can come true and your dreams are attainable. I'm a living testimony to that. At 6 years old, I knew I wanted to be a Harlem Globetrotter. I used to dribble up and down the sidewalk in front of my house of Hall Manor. I moved to Edgemont, would dribble through the neighborhood of Edgemont. So I've been dribbling basketball since I was a kid, trying to be a Harlem Globetrotter. For years, people would say it's impossible. There's no way you can do it. They would say I dribble too much. Now I travel around the world in my 10th year getting paid to dribble a basketball. So I would say, second, believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. Believe in yourself even if no one else does, because your dreams are attainable. I believe that. But a lot of people all my life would tell me that it was impossible to be a Globetrotter. So like I would hear it all the time. But for me, I believe that I kept going after the dream and I attained it. I wasn't even sure if it was still possible at one point in my life. But now that I have achieved the goal, I realize that you never know when that point is. Like if I would have quit at different points, I would have never attained the goal. So you never know how close you are until you keep pushing. So I continue to push, and now I'm living that dream. So I believe that. You never know how close you are, just keep pushing forward.
Education is taken care of after you believe in yourself. What was the next step for you?
Preparing yourself to be the best you that you can be. Fitting that major preparation, major prep. Preparing yourself to be the best you that you can be is key. So I always try to be the best that I could be, no matter what it was, whether it was whatever I'm doing, I'm always trying to be the best. So practice makes perfect. The adage that practice makes perfect is actually true. The more you do something, the better you get at it. So you got to prepare yourself to be great. Prepare yourself for greatness. So no matter what that field is or what you're trying to do or what your endeavors are, you have to prepare to be good or prepare to be great. And without preparation, you'll continue to be regular. A lot of people have goals or they have dreams, but they don't prepare themselves to be great at those goals or dreams. And if you don't prepare yourself, you won't achieve them.
Opportunities don't present themselves for no reason.
Yeah.
Like the opportunities that present themselves are based off the work people usually put in. And the opportunities that never come are also a description of the work you didn't put in.
Yeah.
So as you prepare, I feel as though it's extremely important to go through that major preparation process in order to be able to master a opportunity or be able to accept the opportunity and cherish it and actually excel from the opportunity because you already prepared for it.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I think it's the second part to that. Seize the moment when you worked all your life for years or for hours perfecting your craft. When the opportunity arises, it's time to seize the moment. See, for me, I had a couple opportunities when I was able to seize the moment. I got a chance to shine. I worked all my life to dribble a basketball, and when it was my chance to shine, I had an opportunity to seize the moment. I took advantage of it every single time. So you just prepare yourself for greatness. You continue to prepare yourself for greatness, waiting for that door to open. But once that door opens, kick it open. Walk through it. You got to prepare yourself for greatness. But when opportunity arises, seize the moment.
Seize the moments.
Now, I would say, once you have achieved your goal or achieved your dream, never forget where you came from. It's so key. I think so many people, they achieved greatness and they forgot what it took to achieve that greatness or how many people helped them achieve that greatness.
Right.
And for me, it's about staying hungry and staying humble. Always know where you came from. Always know who helped you get there. But even more importantly, try to pull as many people up as you can.
Right. When I talk to people, or people may mention your name throughout the city, they always speak about your camp that you have, or just about the different opportunities that you present for other people, and most importantly, like your work within the community. And that's big because this past year it was a playground that you reconstructed, or was it? That was one of the things that people also talk about is the effort you put into reconstructing Camden Island. That's what it's called, correct?
Yeah. On Uptown 4th and Emerald, and again, that was myself working with so many community leaders and people that cared about that community. So it's about a team effort and people coming together to do something positive for our community and for our youth. And if we don't do something positive for them, man, if you don't give them positive outlets, they're going to leave. They're going to go to negative things. And growing up on these playgrounds was such a positive influence to me that it's important I try to get that back. So I started with one playground, and I'm looking to go all over the city trying to build these playgrounds.
Wow.
And making our city more beautiful, making our communities, giving our communities something for the youth to do.
Wow.
And not only the youth, but people in general. You know what I mean? I always thought basketball was such a positive outlet, and to have a beautiful court to play on is always a positive thing.
It always makes it even better.
Yeah.
When someone has those 4 keys in line, and they're just waiting to be able to turn that notch all the way over, what would be the last major key that impacted you or that you would tell somebody?
I think most importantly to me is my faith in God. Keep God in your life and keep God with you. Because if God's with you, no one could be against you. If you have a strong relationship with God, you can achieve more than you ever imagined. And I think the times I was at my lowest points, I think my belief in God and my trust in God, that He had a plan for me, pulled me through, and it continues to every day. So I have a great relationship with God, and I think that's point 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I think that's most important.
Chris, at this point now, though, after you have all 5 keys lined up with you, from your education, believing in yourself, preparing to become the best you can be, and seizing the moment, from never forgetting where you're from, having God in your life, those are 5 major keys that I feel as though will help make anyone become successful. But the part that some people forget about, and some people will even look you up or see your work now and not understand, is the process it took for you to become who you are today. And again, people just don't understand the process and the preparation of somebody's current success. Can you just speak a little bit about just your journey and your process thus far?
Well, one thing, you know, if you're living, you make mistakes, and I think that your mistakes make you great. You learn from your mistakes. You learn from the things that you did wrong in the past, and you move forward. Life has a funny way of knocking you down, whether it's a death in the family, a death of a friend, or someone getting sick, or you getting sick. There's so many things that knock you down all the time. You getting in trouble or making this foolish mistake at a young age, and it haunting you the rest of your life. But I think that the thing that people need to understand is that your mistakes make you great. Without those mistakes, I don't think I would have became successful. As a matter of fact, me understanding or getting in trouble at a young age for something foolish made me understand that, you know what, this is not a path I would like to go.
Right.
And if I didn't make those, well, now when you keep making the same mistakes, those are bad decisions.
Right.
So I think you have to learn from your mistakes. That's key. You gotta be hungry enough to keep going and pushing forward. And I just kept honing my craft. And one day an opportunity arose, and I seized the moment. And from that day forward, my life was changed forever.
Wow. You heard it first from the man himself, who's been a Harlem Globetrotter for 10 years. Someone who took the leap of faith to embrace and go on a lifelong journey to success. He's successful today, but there's still potential that he's going to see. There's still more levels of success that he's going to reach. But again, his 5 major keys, they were important to me. Those were keys that he taught me years ago, back when I was in middle school. Keys that he told me, he continued to remind me about throughout high school. That he continued to remind me about when I would call home from college and need some advice or need anything. Always remember those keys. And those are what helped groom me into who I am today. So take those 5 keys of getting a good education, believing in yourself, preparing to become the best you that you can be in season the moment, never forgetting where you're from, and always having faith in God, always believing in God. And allow those 5 keys not only to impact your life, but you use them so you can help impact someone else's life as well. Man, Chris Franklin, again, the owner of Major Preparation, where the motto is putting in major work for major results, and that pertains to all parts of life. So no matter what you're doing, you gotta put in the work in order to get the results. Again, he went from 6 years old, dribbling that rock all over the place, to now being a world-known name, a world-known brand. So when you see them thumbs up and them shoulders shaking, you know it's my man Chris Franklin, man. I just appreciate your time, big homie.
My pleasure.
It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you for your time once again, man.
Anytime.
Over and out.